The snowfall we've been dealing with this winter is quite impressive, even to North Dakotans born and raised right here in the 701. Now imagine what it's like for first-timers to the state.
I recently got to interview Mr. G. He's a Latin Grammy award-winning artist, author, and educator. He and Mrs. G recently performed at the Bismarck Library as part of their Families Around the World event. Here's more about the duo as they made their first trip to North Dakota. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thanks for having us, Amber.
Okay, Mr. G, who I just tried to say his last name. I think I get why he's called Mr. G, also known as Ben Gundersheimer.
Very well done.
I modified it. I tried it earlier. I didn't do as well.
This is a pro.
Well, he is a Latin Grammy award-winning artist, author, and educator, and we are so excited to have you both here in the Bismarck community because you will be performing at the library and just, adding a lot to kids in our area, which is so exciting. You also have some books that you're promoting and talking about. So first of all, can you just tell me, how did Mr. G and Mrs. G come to be? See what I did there?
That was good.
Okay,
Eternal rhyme.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I had a long career making music for grown-ups and rock bands and singer-songwriter stuff, touring all over. And at a certain point, wanted to change and wanted the work I do to be more impactful. So I went back and got a master's in education, thinking I'd be getting out of the music business. I had my kids call me Mr. G so they wouldn't have to pronounce Gundersheimer. Started writing songs for them, and then the next thing you know, we were back at it, but this time making music for kids and families.
Well, it's just amazing, and wow, what accomplishments you have had. Mrs. G, you might not be singing, but you are communicating during these performances. Tell us about that.
Well, Amber, I do a lot of the interaction with the kids and the families while we're performing. So today we're going to be singing a song called Squirrels, How Many Squirrels Are in the World? So I'm going to be asking how many squirrels are in the world. And we always encourage kids to be songwriter scientists, to really be curious about the world around us. A lot of the work that we do is in the environmental world and ecological world. So the first thing is to appreciate nature and to love the environment, and that's a great way to learn to protect it. So,
well, I am amazed seeing the different places around the world you have traveled to perform, and now you're here in exotic North Dakota.
It is exotic and very exciting for us. You're right. We've had an incredibly fortunate ride to have been all over the States and many countries abroad, like India and Mexico and Guatemala, but this is our first time in North Dakota, so we're thrilled.
I mean, we're pretty proud of our snow totals. So have you ever seen this much snow before?
You know, we're based in Massachusetts, and we thought we knew what winter was, but we did not.
We had no idea.
We're now here, and we understand, and we have a lot of respect for the North, for all of you who can get through it.
Well, it has to be a beautiful thing to see children around the world all giving similar reactions, smiles, and all communicating in that language of, love and a love for reading. What do you enjoy most about performing?
Well, what you just said is perfect. I mean, there's that cliche about music being the universal language, but we really have gotten to experience that by traveling around the world, and also incorporating the bilingual component, because a lot of the music it's all original music, but a lot of it is Spanish and English. And so but having said that, when we've been in India, where we don't speak the language, people are just responding to the energy and the rhythm and the feeling, and that kind of shared humanity and joy that people can experience with music. And also, by definition, when we're performing, it's never just the kids. Teachers are there, parents, grandparents, so there's this multi-generational and global component, which has been super gratifying.
It's awesome. And for you?
Yeah, I mean, what's been amazing for me is seeing how, when you make kids happy, you make a whole community happy. And so there's the ripple effect of bringing joy to communities, and especially through this multicultural engagement with the bilingual music. Ben has played with musicians from Africa, all over the world. So it's really exciting just to see how we can integrate lots of different cultures into our performance and into our music. And really what he said, just this universal language of joy and music is really fantastic to witness and to be a part of.
All right, we've got a brand new children's book out called How Many Squirrels Are in the World? And it's based on the song we're about to sing. Now, for how many squirrels are in the world, you become a songwriter scientist, and you're asking that question. So the first thing you need to do is get a curious look on your face, put your arms to the side, and now we sing How Many Squirrels, and turn your arms into the world, are in the world. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go!
squirrels are in the world? How many squirrels are in the world? I'm looking high, I'm looking low, I'm counting squirrels everywhere I go. I see 1 + 2 makes 3. Wish I could join them in that tree. Now I see 4 in the sycamore. Could that be 5 by the beehive? How many squirrels are in the world? How many squirrels are in the world? And I won't stop until I'm done, until I've counted everyone. Climbing high, there's 6 and 7. Could that be 8 along the gate? I'm counting 9. Now I see 10. Oh me, oh my, will it ever end? How many squirrels are in the world? How many squirrels are in the world? A group of squirrels is called a scurry. They move so fast, my eyes get blurry. Counting this high is getting hard, so I'll just stick with my backyard. There are lots of squirrels in our oak tree. Can you count along with me? How many squirrels are in the world? How many squirrels are in the world? I thought we'd finished, but here come others. Lots of sisters, lots of brothers. How many squirrels are in the world? How many squirrels are in the world? I'm counting squirrels everywhere I go. And someday soon I'm gonna know how many squirrels are in the world. How many squirrels are in the world?
All right. Okay, kids are going to love that. Adults love that. If you aren't tapping your foot, I don't know what's wrong with you. Once again, go to MrGSongs.com for more information. And hopefully all the kids who are snowed in at home right now, see, Jeff's grooving, feeling that song. Hopefully you guys all got some free entertainment, which is very fun. But we get another performance from Mr. G and Mrs. G in just a bit.